You didn't ask to be the most venomous fish in the ocean. Nobody consulted you before giving you a face that looks like it got smashed with a brick and a body covered in toxic spines that can kill a grown human in under an hour. But here you are anyway, the underwater equivalent of a landmine with eyes floating around with a permanent scowl that makes you look like you're constantly plotting revenge on the entire ocean. Welcome to life as a stonefish, where your superpower is looking exactly like the thing you're named after, and your retirement plan is hopefully not becoming someone's accidental last meal. You pop into existence at the bottom of the ocean, a tiny egg among thousands floating in the vast blue. No dramatic entrance, no fancy birth announcements, just you and about 1 million siblings drifting wherever the current takes you. Most of you won't make it past day one. Congrats on beating those odds. Look at you, already a survivor. After hatching, you find yourself barely the size of a grain of rice, completely transparent and utterly defenseless. Every hungry fish in the neighborhood is eyeing you like you're the last snack at a midnight party, your only defense being so small that maybe they won't notice you. Spoiler alert, they notice. As you drift along, you're basically playing the world's most intense game of hide and seek. Except instead of counting to 10, the seekers are counting how many of your siblings they can swallow in one gulp. Fun times. The currents push you around like you're nothing more than floating debris, which honestly isn't far from the truth at this point. But here's where things get interesting. Unlike most fish that grow up swimming around like they own the place, you've got different plans. As you develop, your body starts changing. Your transparent form begins to take on colors and textures that make you look less like a fish and more like a chunk of coral or a rock covered in algae. This isn't just a fashion statement. It's your survival strategy. By the time you're a juvenile, you've settled on the ocean floor, and your transformation is truly something to behold. Your skin has developed lumps, ridges, and a mottled pattern that perfectly matches the coral reef around you. And those fins, they've practically disappeared into your body, making you look even more like an unassuming rock when you sit still on the ocean floor, which is pretty much all the time. Even the most eagle-eyed predators swim right past you. Now, for your secret weapon, see those 13 spines sticking up along your back. Each one is connected to a venom gland that contains some of the most potent toxin in the ocean. We're talking serious business here. One little prick from these bad boys can cause excruciating pain, tissue, death, and in extreme cases, even kill a full G-grown human. Not that you're targeting humans, but it's nice to know you've got options. Your daily routine consists of sitting completely motionless, blending in with your surroundings, waiting for some unsuspecting fish to swim by. Your patience would make a meditation guru jealous. Hours go by, sometimes days, just you and your thoughts, contemplating the mysteries of the universe, or more likely, wondering when your next meal will show up. Wait, what's that? A small fish is investigating that patch of coral right next to you. It hasn't noticed that you're not actually part of the reef. Perfect. In a split second, faster than anyone would expect from a fish that looks like a rock, you open your mouth wide enough to swallow prey nearly your own size. Gulp, done and done. Back to looking like an inanimate object, the fish nearby didn't even register what happened. They're probably thinking that fish just disappeared into thin air. Magic. The best part about your hunting strategy is how little effort it requires. No chasing, no elaborate hunting formations, no wasting energy. Just sit there, look like a rock, and when food swims close enough, open wide. It's the couch potato's dream hunting technique. Why chase your food when it can come to you? Of course, there are downsides to your lifestyle. For one, you're not winning any swimming competitions. Your body is built for camouflage, not speed. If danger approaches and your venom spines aren't enough to deter it, you can't exactly make a quick getaway. Your swimming style is more of an awkward waddle along the ocean floor. About as graceful as a penguin trying to climb a tree. And let's talk about dating. How exactly do you find a mate when you're designed to be invisible? It's not like you can swipe right on Stonefish Finder. During breeding season, you have to temporarily abandon your perfect camouflage and actually move around to find a partner. Talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. Female stonefish release their eggs into the water where males fertilize them. After that brief moment of connection, it's back to the solo rock life. No family reunions, no co-parenting, just you and your thoughts again. As you grow older, your perfect camouflage becomes even more refined. Your skin develops additional growths that resemble algae, small corals, or other ocean floor debris. You're basically wearing the ultimate ocean ghillie suit. Even the most observant divers will swim right over you without a second glance, which, let's be honest, is probably for the best given those venom spines of yours. Years pass and you continue your routine of sitting, waiting, occasional eating, and blending in. It's not the most exciting life, but it's yours. You've survived countless predators, changing ocean conditions, and the occasional close call when something actually recognized you as food rather than furniture. Then one day, as you're sitting in your usual spot, minding your own business, looking like the most inconspicuous rock in the ocean, disaster strikes. Not a predator, not a changing tide, but something far more mundane. A crab decides your perfectly camouflaged back looks like the ideal place to set up shop. Now you've got a roommate that didn't even ask permission. The crab scuttles around on your back, completely oblivious to the fact that you're not actually part of the reef. You try to shake it off with a sudden twitch, but the stubborn crustacean just grips tighter. Great. This is your life now. A living, breathing, venomous apartment complex for a clueless crab. The other fish must be laughing their fins off. Months later, you've adjusted to your new normal. The crab eventually moved on, but now you've got a small anemone that's decided your left side is prime real estate. You've basically become a mobile ecosystem. Fish swim by and don't see a stonefish. They see a weird rock with an anemone on it. Your camouflage has evolved to the next level. You're not just pretending to be part of the reef anymore. You literally are part of the reef. As the seasons change and the years pass, your body shows signs of aging. Your once deadly quick reflexes when catching prey have slowed just a bit. Your venom, while still potent, doesn't produce quite as much as it used to. But what you've lost in speed, you've gained in experience. You know exactly which spots offer the best hunting, which currents bring the most prey, and precisely how long to wait before striking. The younger stonefish in the area don't have your patience or your perfect camouflage technique. They're still figuring out the fine art of sitting completely still for days on end. Amateurs. You could teach a master class in looking like a rock if you were into that sort of thing. But that would involve moving and talking, which sounds exhausting and completely unnecessary. One day, as you're doing your usual nothing, a huge shadow passes overhead. It's not a regular predator, it's something much larger. A whale? No, it's moving too erratically. Whatever it is, it's stirring up the water and scaring away all the potential meals. How inconvenient. The massive disturbance passes and life returns to normal. Back to sitting, waiting, occasionally eating, and judging the swimming techniques of passing fish. It's not the most glamorous existence, but it's yours. You've mastered the art of doing almost nothing and turned it into a successful lifestyle. In a world of fish, constantly on the move, constantly searching for food, constantly fleeing from predators, you found the ultimate life hack. Just sit there and let the food come to you. And as another unsuspecting fish swims right into your open mouth, you can't help but think maybe being a stone fish doesn't suck that much after all. I mean, sure, you're basically a venomous rock with eyes that can barely swim, but at least you don't have to chase your dinner around like some kind of exhausted marathon runner. Work smarter, not harder. That's the stonefish motto. If only the other fish would stop swimming into your mouth, you might actually get some peace and quiet around here.